Bliss from Horde Review. Today we're going to be talking about the Diablo III Steelseries mouse. Steelseries partner with Blizzard on this mouse. Today we're going to be talking to you about all the pros and cons about the mouse, and as well we're going to be telling you how you can win this mouse from Horde Review. I'm going to tell you that all you have to do is, for one, you have to be subscribed to either our YouTube, Facebook, Twitter accounts, one of the three. Preferably right here on YouTube would be probably the quickest and easiest right now. And make sure that you leave a comment between now and December 6th. December 6th, we're going to announce the winner, and it's going to be a commenter. It's either going to be a commenter from Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. And make sure that you're subscribed and like and leave comments and do all that, and you could be the owner of this exact mouse right here. All right? Keep in mind that this mouse is specifically designed for the ultimate gameplay with Diablo 3, and it has Diablo 3 completely in mind by its creators. The first thing I want to talk about is the visual aspects of the mouse. The mouse is extremely cool, takes the artwork out of the game from Sanctuary, the realm of Diablo, and it has a lot of the cool tribal art and design, and we're going to put some stuff up over here so that you can kind of get a better close-up of it, because I know you can't really see it in my hand right now, but hopefully it's right here in the video. You can see, and hopefully you can see right now, that it does illuminate as what they call it, a demon red. And it's really cool. I've got it plugged in right now so that you can see it. And it pulsates on and pulsates off and pulsates on and pulsates off at different intervals depending on what you set it in the driver. It's custom. Well, I wouldn't say it's custom. It's custom black. It features 7 buttons, and it is pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Some of the visual aspects that you'll see about it, it has a red and black design, like I said, glows demon red, has a red and black nylon cord that goes with it, and I've had a lot of mouses, and in the past I've had some that had nylon cords that frayed or whatnot, as one person commented on our last video about the headset. This cord seems like it's not going to be one of those that frays. It seems like it's a well-built product. It comes from Steelseries, guys, and these guys don't really skimp on things. And judging by the way that this is designed and the way the headset that goes with it is designed, it should be a very well-made product. Obviously, I would need a very long time with the product to say, hey, this thing's going to last forever. But I think this is a very well-made product. One of the things that they did with this mouse was they made it lefty and righty. So when they say it has 7 buttons, it's actually, you're kind of losing 2 depending on if you're left or right-handed, unless you have like a very, athletic pinky to get over to the other side. But you can see that it has, on one side it has 2 buttons, as well as the reverse side it has 2 buttons, which is the idea, so that you can play with your right hand or play with your left hand and take advantage of those 2 buttons that are on each side. One of the biggest things that they've really been pounding on about marketing this mouse is that it is durability tested. Okay, it's saying that it can survive insurmountable amount of clicks. Okay, and like I said before, I would need a very long time to really test that. I don't really have a machine here that sits and just pecks it until it breaks, at like a human press. But I've used it without any problems. I've used it on Mac. I've used it on 2 different Windows machines, including a desktop Windows 7 and a Windows Vista for me. Like they said, it's built to last, and Steelseries has really been living up to their name with a lot of their products, guys. And I really do believe that it is built to last. When you look on the bottom of the mouse, you can see that it has the pads. A lot of mice you'll see that aren't really premium gaming performance, they'll have bottom pads that you slide over your over the pad with. Excuse me. That are only maybe just a little bubble here on maybe 3 or at most 4. You can see that SteelSeries has actually added a very large pad up top and 2 large pads at the bottom, which is a good sign to me that they really took some time into really designing and engineering the mouse. Okay, guys, and as Blizzard's been saying, Diablo is going to be the most clink-intensive game on the planet. So that is definitely one of the things that we're going to want to see. We're going to want to see how this mouse lasts, and I truly believe that this mouse is going to last. All right, one of the things that I will note is that since it is made directly for Diablo 3, it is geared to get you the most out of Diablo 3. Diablo 3 doesn't have as much need for custom key binding as other games kind of like WoW does. So there's not an overabundance of side buttons or extra buttons all over the place on this mouse. Okay, this is for a diehard Diablo fan user, someone who's going to really want to set up and get into the theme and get into Diablo the best that they can. And this mouse will get it for you. Now the last thing we want to talk about is some of the software that comes with the mouse. The mouse does come with software that is compatible with both Mac and Windows. And that's one of the things that I like to touch on in each of my videos, and you'll hear me say it all the time, is that I'm really glad that SteelSeries is stepping up to the plate, and that they have made the driver for the Diablo mouse and the Diablo headset both Mac compatible. Naturally, almost everything is natively Windows compatible, but for you Mac users out there, if you're looking to get your hands on one of these Diablo mice or the Diablo headset, you can be really, really happy that the Diablo 3 mouse and headset the driver is Mac compatible, and I have had zero issues across the board with the headset, with the mouse, in using the driver or the products in any way. I haven't had any type of glitches or bug outs or anything like that, and I have played with them both intensively for about a week now. So yeah, the last thing we want to talk about is the driver. I made a little video for you while I was in the driver to kind of explain what some of the functions are. It has a drag and drop system. I don't actually have Diablo yet. I'm not in the beta. But so obviously some of the functions of the driver will make more sense if you have the game Diablo itself. Unfortunately, I don't have it yet, but I'll go through it the best that I can to kind of explain everything that I can fully explain about the driver in this short video right here. Check it out, guys.
Hey guys, so this is your video about the Diablo 3 driver. I just want to go through it with you really quick and give you an overview of all the functions that you're going to get when you get your Diablo 3 mouse. And right now I'm actually talking to you on the Diablo 3 headset. You can tell that I'm on the headset because it shows here under devices, Diablo 3 mouse, Diablo 3 headset. Okay. Yeah, and so let's get into it. All right, so and when you open it up, this is what you get. This is the driver. It's got a cool design. A lot of the artwork's taken from Sanctuary, the realm that's inside of Diablo, and I think it looks pretty cool. Myself, I think that's one of the big aspects of this entire setup is uh, the whole Diablo theme. It has a lot of really cool artwork, and you're going to see that consistently throughout with either the headset or the mouse and in the game. So the first tab that you'll come to is your buttons tab. And as you can see, it's got all the buttons listed. You've got button 1, button 2, button 3, and you can see them highlighted as I move over them. Button 4 and 5 will be for you righties out there. Button 6 and 7 is going to be for the lefties. And it's easy to assign tasks for them. All you've got to do, like say we want to go down to button 4, make sure we're in the profile that we want to be in, which is that one. And we'll go to button 4 application launcher. I've already set it up to, browse, look for the dictionary app, just to give you guys a quick idea of how it'll work. You can set it up to run a custom macro if you would like, uh, and you can make it record delays or not record delays. Let's see here. Let's go with application launcher just to give you an idea of how it'll work. Make sure that you always save. You can't just like set something and move away from it. But say, there you go. I just hit button 4, and as you can see, the dictionary app opened. I'll keep my mouse right here in the center, button 4, and you can set that to any application in the game that you want if you want to use it. I actually think if you're a righty, set your left-handed buttons to maybe launch something in game like your recording device, your fraps, or something like that, and set your other two buttons towards, launching or for actually the gameplay in Diablo. All right, so it's pretty intuitive. If you've ever used the SteelSeries driver before, it's basically the same idea. It's got the same heart and soul that SteelSeries kind of has with their products and their drivers. And let's move on to the settings tab. As you can see in the settings tab, you've got your counts per inch, your CPI, 5700 CPI, LED off, easily to set. If you're, really into, tweaking these types of settings, you can do it right here. Your polling rate, I keep mine at 1,000 always, just because I don't know, the more the better for me. And then you've got illumination, all right, and the effect. As you could see in the video earlier, the lighting on the mouse itself actually, when it glows red, the actual physical mouse, it kind of pulsates on and pulsates off. So you've got a few effects. You've got steady, which keeps it on, slow, where it kind of, drifts on, drifts off at a slow rate, all the way up to fast, where it comes on and comes off really quick. And then it can also be triggered by an application, you entering an application and using it. As well, you've got light intensity so that it comes on, a high light intensity, so it's really bright down to all the way to off, but you also have low and medium so that, maybe you don't want to keep your mom and dad up and stay up and sneak late at night. All right, and then under properties, obviously, I've got a few profiles set up over here. I've been kind of playing around and tweaking with it a little bit. You can see you can just change your profile names, and each profile can be triggered through, whatever app. Like say, I don't know, I wanted to use the mouse with, I don't know, World of Warcraft. I could set it up so that when I go into World of Warcraft, that the uh, profile that I have set up for World of Warcraft it'll automatically switch to that profile. All right, and then under statistics, all right, like I was saying earlier, one of the biggest things that they've been harping on is Diablo is one of the most click-intensive games in the world, and SteelSeries is saying that this is durability tested, and just to make your mind at ease, SteelSeries took it an extra step, and you can actually monitor the amount of clicks that you've made with your mouse over its lifetime. And I'll go ahead and make it load my clicks. And as you can see on my left button, I've clicked 940 times, my right button 198. Um, and that's kind of cool. So you're going to be able to see when you actually hit that 10 million clicks number, if you actually got to what they claimed that it would get to. So they're not hiding behind anything. They're not throwing out any false numbers. They're saying, hey, here, check it out. Check out the statistics yourself. When you reach 10 million clicks, I guess you'll know that the mouse button actually does what it says it'll do. All right, and that's the driver details, guys. There you go.
Okay guys, so that's the driver details for the Diablo 3 mouse. I hope you liked it. I hope you liked the review. I wish we could go a lot further in detail, but it would probably take us a lot more time with the mouse, and being as, I know you guys want to get the most out of it. That's what we've got for you right now, and personally, I like it. I give it a thumbs up for what it's made for. Made to go for Diablo 3. If you're a diehard Diablo fan, make sure you're checking this piece of gear out right here, because it could really set the theme for you and your gaming experience.